Boo, 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 boo. I'm here
Woo.
with Dhaiwat. We're about to build some stuff with scaffold ETH. Okay, so the goal, there's like a couple goals here. One goal is we want to build a scaffold ETH app on Polygon that will talk to your token and like set it up so someone could like stake your token and then like put up a message or something like that, right? Like maybe,
Yeah.
okay. And then like so some earlier goals would be, let's just get a scaffold ETH app up locally and let's get it so we can just talk to like get in the loop of writing a program or
Mm.
writing a app, and then let's point scaffold ETH at Polygon and let's get it doing a Polygon app, and then let's bring in your token. So that'll be like, I have like 4 checkpoints here. Like I guess like the first checkpoint is just like scaffold ETH comes up, scaffold ETH is on Polygon, scaffold ETH is talking to your token, and then finally like step 4 would be we use your token to stake into a scaffold ETH to put something on a site or something like that. So we got stretch goals, we got goals, but let's do scaffold ETH first. If you're down with it, can you pull up like your local version of scaffold ETH and we can see where we are with that?
Sure. Can you
Nope.
see my
Yep, I got it.
terminal?
Yep,
Yeah. So
yep.
I guess I have already cloned scaffold lead.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah. Uh, I guess I'll just start the hard hat chain. Is this font too small?
Yeah, that's good. It's perfect. No, you're good. Yep. So
Awesome.
that brings up the hard hat node, right? Nice.
Yeah. And I guess we will deploy the
So you
contract
have
next.
NR as like an alias for Yarn, or is it a different package manager?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It just like checks the code base and picks npm or yarn depending on what the project is using. So I
Dope.
don't have to, yeah.
Dope. Is
And
that
I
something you
guess
writ, or is that did you write this library, or is
no,
that?
no,
Oh,
I wish
okay.
I was that
So
smart.
is it called NR? Is that right?
It's called ni actually. It's
Okay. Yep.
yeah, yeah, it's written by this person called
NI.
Aunt Fu.
Yeah. Dope. I gotta check that
Yeah.
out. Cool, man. Today I learned. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We got the scaffold ETH front end up. We can edit the code. It's on localhost now. Can you, and if you go to debug contracts there, is there a contract deployed yet? Okay,
Yep.
so and then let's deploy another contract and let's make sure like this contract updates, and let's just like get in that like kind of quick dev loop of being able to just deploy contracts like crazy to the front end. Did you have a question? Sorry.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Nope.
do it.
Let's go. Yeah, heck yeah. Man, I want a developer DAO hoodie too. I gotta figure out how to get one of those.
Yeah, I think we launched this like 2 months ago and it's got sold out really quickly.
So there are
Hopefully
no
it won't.
developer DAO hoodies. Basically, I would get a used
Yeah.
hoodie from someone. I don't want that. I'll have to wait till the
Yeah.
next round.
Yeah, I guess. Let's do that soon though. Yeah.
Yeah, throw some more exclamation points in that, and then let's redeploy it. So this is our smart contract. This is just an example of a smart contract that comes with scaffold ETH. And then if you yarn deploy it, yep, nice. There we go. And this is kind of like the dev loop we want to be in with scaffold ETH. We want to be able to like tinker with our Solidity, do a yarn deploy, and then have a new contract show up over here. Okay, so eventually you wanted to have it set up so they could stake a token and have some text show up. And this is a lot like the Greeter app. If you ever got in and used the
Mm.
Greeter app in the early days of like Ethereum, basically there's a purpose and you can set the purpose.
Mm.
Should we grab some funds from the faucet and just set the purpose with this local address just to go through the
Yeah.
whole? Yep, nice. Like the hello world. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, basically
There
we're
you
just
go.
setting a purpose locally. It's showing us how we can kind of interface with our contract and tinker with our contract. And if we were to go over to our smart contract and add a few things and deploy them, they would show up here in this one. Like if we wanted to add an owner, maybe, like if we wanted to set it up so yeah, there you go. It address public owner, and then like we would grab our front end address and paste it in there. Oh, you could even set it on constructor or something. Yep, exactly. Just saying that like we could add those things, and oh man, he's just going for it. Yeah. Then let's try deploying it and see who the owner is. This is a fun test because it's going to be the hard hat node, not us.
Mm.
And it'll
Yeah.
show us what we can do in the development script. So if we see the owner, and if you click in the bottom left, there's a little faucet down there. If you click the little wallet for the faucet, try to ignore the price of ETH. Yeah, that's the same address. That 0xF39. That's the address that deployed the contract and is the owner. And that's like the first address of the hard hat mode. When we go to Polygon, we'll have to generate our own account. But when we're local, it'll just use this account to do the deployments.
Right.
So let's see. Okay. I think it's about Polygon time though. I think basically we have an app working locally. If we wanted to build some stuff in the contract, we'd probably normally iterate locally for a while. Like for instance, we know we want to write this app to interface with your token. So we'd probably mock your token locally. We just have a fake ERC20 and we'd build our app out to use it. But I feel like this is such a small app and it's such a kind of prototyping thing that we should probably just go like straight to Polygon with this and kind of like iterate on it on Polygon with your token. And it's not that expensive on Polygon anyways, right? So it's, so turning the app into a Polygon app, right? So we would need to deploy our purpose contract to Polygon. So we'll need a deployer account. So to do that, we need to yarn generate. Have you gone through this yet? Like deploying to a public endpoint?
I think I have,
nice.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, let's do yarn generate and that'll create an account for us. And then, yep, exactly. If we send a little Polygon to that, then, and I can too. I don't know how much is this going to, this is only going to cost us like a few bucks, right? Like we're not talking about like $20 or $40 because I'll sponsor this if it's a lot. Let's see how much.
So the, like when I deployed my token to Polygon, it cost me like 10 cents to deploy it.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome. So we can really just kind of go to mainnet here. Yeah, so
how much should I send? Like
maybe like
5?
Probably less than that, right? Just to deploy. 3? Probably, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's go with it. And you can send it back from that account. So what it does, that yarn generate just puts a mnemonic in your code base and puts it in the hard hat folder. So it's just it's like the mnemonic is basically in your file system, and you can always go grab that private key and use it to send this money back or whatever. But it's just nice OPSEC to have your deployer be a separate account. But yeah, now let's try yarn deploy -- network Polygon. I don't know if it's, let's see if Polygon is set up as a network. Let's try that first. Let's see what happens. I have no idea. I haven't deployed to Polygon in a long time. It had a different name. Okay, so yep. Okay, so all right. So so we're gonna need to tinker with deploy gas. So let's go back to our code real quick and let's look at so it's going to be in hard hat and it's going to be there's a config file down a little bit farther, right there. Yeah. And then if we go find Polygon here, maybe there's like a hard coded gas or something like that. Let's find it. Yeah. See, look at that. Someone's hard coded. I've probably done this too. We've hard coded some gas price. So let's go to the Polygon scan and look at the gas price here. And see, do they have a gas tracker? They do. Yes. I can send that to your Telegram too if you need it. Sent. But oh gosh. Oh man. Oh no. It's like 500 quid. No. Why? What?
But it just it just sent a transaction for.
Yeah, so it can't be. Yeah, let's see. That's a good point.
But yeah, it actually took 370.
Okay, so it is okay. So let's put that in though. So let's go back to our deployer, but maybe that's like not that expensive when it comes down to Matic. So yeah, so yep, right in there. Let's put in what like 350 or something like that, and then you'll add. Yeah, you want 9 zeros on the end of it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's try it and see what happens. Yarn deploy.
I think it's doing it.
Okay, so there's one other change we need to do. So basically we've deployed our contract, but our front end is still pointed at localhost. So we need to make a change to the app. If you go back to the code editor and go over to the left, oh yeah, let's go to a disinterested third party and make sure our contract is deployed 16 seconds ago. So we want to go to the app.js. It'll be in the React app package. So you'll go to the packages and then React. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Then scroll down just a little bit to that network right there, line 56. You want to just change that to Polygon. So that will point your whole app at Polygon also. So now our app, we should have our set purpose smart contract, and the app around it should all now be pointed at Polygon if we give it a reload.
Let's see.
Yeah, there we go. And there's the app on Polygon. So we should be able to set the purpose on Polygon. So at this point, so while we're working locally, you're using your burner wallet, basically. We just funded some quick burner wallet, but now we're on a public network. Now you can go ahead and connect your MetaMask and use MetaMask and see if we can set the purpose on Polygon. Like, let's see if it, like the app. Whoa, but look up bottom left, I see one GUI here. It's going to fail there too. So we need to make the same change in the constants file in the front end to update the gas, which we should probably just have it like, yeah, you'll go to a constants file, you'll find Polygon. Yep. And there it is again. Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. And then, yeah, let's see if we reload, if it gives us 350 gas. Yes, there we go. And then let's try setting the purpose and let's see how much money it costs us. We're kind of really like doing some mainnet testing here. Let's see. Yes, please work. Here we go. Then old.Dhaiwat makes a transaction. Did I say your name right, by the way?
Yeah. Awesome. It's close enough.
And then you might need to hit, oh, it's still going. Yes, yep, it went. Okay, yeah. Awesome. So checkpoint 1 and 2 are completed. We've created a local app with Scaffold ETH. Then checkpoint 2 was creating a Polygon app, right? So we're able to kind of like iterate. If we wanted to, we could make a few changes to our contract. We could deploy it again all the way to Polygon, and we can tinker with it here with our front end. So now step 3 is getting your token in here, right? Like we need to bring your token in. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the code and we're going to look at there's an external, let's see, it's in.
I found it.
Yes, that's the, oh, no, yes, external contracts. That's the one. Yep. And so it sucks because the important stuff is down at the bottom. Like all you get is this ABI at the top. And to find the important stuff, it's right here. So this is saying any contracts that you're going to need in your front end that aren't being auto deployed. So right now your contract, the contract we were working on, is getting auto deployed and it's auto handled by Scaffold ETH. But these guys are for external contracts. So what we would do is we would put a comma. I think we're going to start a new entry after line 800 there. So all of that stuff is for mainnet. We want to create a whole new one with a different. So see how it's index 1. 1 means mainnet. Yeah. So we'll do. I think it's 137, isn't it? Isn't mainnet Polygon? I can check the chain ID real quick. I think it's 137.
Yeah, it's 137.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, so we'll do 137 and then we'll do contracts. Yep, and then it'll be die. Yeah, I love that. How there's already an example up there that's like DAI. And then we'll grab, we'll grab your, and we can probably just use the ERC20 ABI that is already included here.
Yeah, I think so. We should be able to.
You can probably just do ABI. Yep.
ABI.
Yeah.
Oops.
Right. That's, and okay, so now okay, so that should connect us to your contract, but really we're going to want to do like let's see, what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to bring it in. There's a mainnet. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit save there and then go to your app.jsx. Let's see, I'm going to have to think through this because we want to bring in actually, if you go to source views over on the left in the file, views, and we're looking at, I was thinking there was a mainnet die view, but I don't see it here. If you go to just the views folder, if you're navigating, I love the jumping around. You're fast at this. Yeah, no, there isn't a mainnet die there. Darn it.
I found something about it. It's
in app.jsx. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So it is actually stored here. Okay. That right there. We want to copy that contracts thing. And then let's go ahead and scroll up and paste it in. Oh, too far. Sorry. It was just right up above that. Right. Keep going down right here. So there's contract, your contract right underneath that, but within the same route. Go ahead and paste this in here and it'll be DHI. Yep. You got it.
And chain ID 137.
Yeah, let's try that and see. And you could even change that block explorer. So when you click on stuff, so it'd be polyscan.com instead of etherscan.io on line 307. And then whenever we click on any addresses,
is it Polygon
I
scan?
think. Yeah. There we go.
And so don't we have to change the provider?
That needs to be local provider, I think. I think if you just put local provider in there, yeah, I think we need to change that to local provider. Let's see what happens. Let's hit save and see what we have.
I think it has to change too.
Yep.
But it's trying to use mainnet contracts and we want the Polygon contract.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me see how those are loaded. If we go, and so if you scroll up to where mainnet provider is that really mainnet or is that? Yeah, right here. I honestly feel like we should just go look at it in the front end, like trial and error our way through this. I don't know exactly the right path. It's probably close though. It's here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. So let's even try I don't know, like maybe transferring a tiny bit of the token from like one to the other. Does old.Dhaiwat have any of the token?
Does this has account? A lot.
Okay. Oh, it does. That's a token supply, but let's get balance up. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And could you, okay. So you could, okay, cool. So we know we're talking to the contract. We're doing a balance of, we know that's working. So let's see. What we would need to do is we would need to set up our smart contract to do a transfer from on your token address into our token, right? So now we're going back to editing Solidity, I think, right? Like it's time. We've actually gotten checkpoint 3 done, right? Checkpoint 3 was let's bring in the token so we can interface with it. And we kind of have that. So checkpoint 4 is basically let's write some Solidity. I love that we're at checkpoint 3 out of 4 at 11:19. Like we're 20 minutes into it, right? Okay, awesome. Nice. So what we want to do now is edit our smart contract. We're going to go back to Solidity. We want to bring in the interface for your token, right? So we'll probably need like an ERC20 interface. I bet we can grab one of those pretty easily. What we need approve and transfer from, right?
Yeah. I think we can just import it from OpenZeppelin.
Yep. If OpenZeppelin has a good IERC20, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I think they do. Shit. IERC20.
I'm doing the same thing you are. Basically, yeah, that's what we want there. Yep. And if you just, yep.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, we can just import it from, nice. I was just going to paste in an IRC20, but you're totally right. We can just import it from OpenZeppelin because it's already here.
I hope this works.
No, it's going to. There we go. And then we would want to create an IERC20 object in our contract called Dai token, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
Nice.
Wait, GitHub Copilot. IERC20 public, I guess.
Dai token. Yep. Nice.
And then
you'll set it in the constructor, right? We'll have the constructor taking an address, and then we'll instantiate the IERC20 on constructor. Yep. And we could probably pull that owner stuff. Well, we'll get to the owner stuff and all the other logic soon.
We should accept an address token.
Yeah.
Token address. Is this a bad idea? No.
I think that's right. Ooh, what was that? It just auto completed it. How did it know to do that? Is that the GPT-3 stuff or something? That was dope.
Yeah, that's GitHub Copilot. It's super
Love
fast.
that. Okay, so basically in our constructor, we're going to pass in the DAI token address, and then our smart contract will be able to talk to the DAI token. Yep, we need to go to deployer and we need to add an arg on line 23 there. And we can just basically paste in your token address because it's not going to change, right? It's on main and deployed.
Extra contracts. Oops. Yeah, that should work.
Okay. And since we're on Polygon and we're not doing this locally, we should like, earlier I was like, let's just try it and find out. This is the moment where maybe we shouldn't just try it and find out. We should probably write the transfer function. Like we should get as far on the contract as we can before we start trial and erroring on mainnet. So if we go back to the your contract there.
Right.
And yeah, so maybe we have it. So right now there's a set purpose and there's nothing set up there. What we should do is we should do a transfer from on our token whenever someone sets the purpose. So yeah, like basically, yep, like right after yep. I mean, it could be before or after, I guess, right? Like maybe we should do the transfer from first, but that's always like gives me goosebumps about reentrancy. But in this case, like there's nothing changing. It's coming to us. So I would say first line 24, we do DAI token dot transfer from. Yeah, so yep, there we go. And it's going to be message.sender, but it's not to owner because that will send it to us, right? We want them to lock it up in the contract, I think. How do we want it to work? Yeah, address this is what I was thinking. Yeah. And then eventually I guess
take it in the contract and then they can take it out if someone else comes up with a higher bid. I don't know.
Okay, that's interesting. So that's we got to watch out for griefing there where someone sets up an address and then someone else tries to outbuy that address and they can't send it to them, right? So we have to think through how that like attack could happen. In this case, I was just thinking someone pays some of the token and they set the purpose. And then if someone comes along and pays some more, then it just kind of like overwrites the first person's purpose and the tokens are still there, like stored to you. Maybe we should do that as a first version and then think about like, basically the tokens would be going into the contract. So we would need a withdraw function for the tokens. The way it filled it out, where it just sent it to the owner, that's not a bad idea, where basically they pay you some tokens to set this purpose, but the tokens go all the way to you and nothing lives in the contract and nothing is, it's a little more gas for them to pay, but it's like, maybe that's I kind of like what the GPT-3 came up with there, where basically it sends the tokens directly to you and the smart contract never holds any tokens. What do you think about that as a first version?
Let's try that.
Yeah, let's try it. Yep. So I would say replace on 26, I would replace that with just owner there. And then the amount is however many tokens you want to charge people, right?
I guess 5. I don't know. For now, I guess let's just do 10.
Okay. Yep. And that would be times 10. You have 18 decimals on your token. Just triple checking that.
Yeah, I think so.
I bet so. Yeah. So you're going to charge them 10 tokens. The money's going to go straight to you, the owner of this contract. And
can I just use Ether or do I have to?
Yeah. As long as it's 10 to the 18. Yep. Yeah. And as long as, so they have to do an approve transaction first. But as long as they've done the approval and they hold the 10 tokens, then our contract will go get their 10 tokens. And as long as that all works, it'll update the purpose. So it's like they have to pay to set the purpose. I like it. I like it. Let's see if it compiles. Maybe it's time to push it to production and see if it works there too.
You just want to deploy this?
Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, it'll tell it, like it'll compile it and give us a compile. Like if it fails to compile, it's not going to deploy the old contract or anything. But if it just works first try, if it just works first try and goes, like here we go, like LFG.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So now our app is up with the new version, right? So now we have a new token. It says building unstoppable apps. Okay, so you won't be able to set the purpose though, because like it'll fail. Try it. It'll fail because the token transfer doesn't work because we don't have an approval. Ooh, that's an ugly warning message. I wish that error message was better, right? It said something about, I don't know. Okay, so you have tokens. You just need to approve the contract, right? Yeah. If we grab that contract and paste it in. Yep. Yep. And then the
And
value would be 10, right? And then you'll hit the little orange star.
yeah,
Nice. And then there we go. So that should set up the approval for the other contract to take the 10 on mainnet. We're gonna check off checkpoint 4 at the half point.
I guess, I mean, Polygon is really fast, honestly.
Yeah, this has been great, and it's cheap, right? How much does it cost to deploy that token? We didn't look at it. Well, I guess we could go look at your Polyscan real quick. So, this is good. This is a good thing. So go back to your app where we are right here and just click your name up there, the old.dhaiwat.eth. That should take you right to Polyscan, right to your address. See that? So when we switch the app from localhost to Polygon, all of the links changed and all the block explorer links and everything changes, right? So it knew to take it to Polygon. So yeah, if we go look at that 13 minutes ago, right? Oh, no.
But we did not deploy this.
Yes, you're right. We deployed, you
address.
transferred it to another address. Let's see how much is in that other address. So
point
0.61 Matic. And what's Matic worth? Like a couple bucks? I don't even know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the Matic value is around 2. No, it's around
70 cents. Okay, it's a little lower. So 70 cents. So so like 10 cents, right? Like less than 10 cents. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's cool. Yeah. So it's okay for us to iterate on our contract a little bit if we wanted to deploy a couple versions of this, because it's costing us 10 cents with each new contract that goes.
This is not going through. I guess I need to speed this up.
Okay. Oh, we still haven't, the approval is still. Yeah, because that, yep. Nice. Money. You can't just type it in. How far are you going? It's like a clicker game.
I guess I tried 320. Let's see if that works.
Okay.
I don't know why the gas prices are so insane. What's going on?
320 should work. Mine just said standard of 250, so it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're through. We've approved. If we wanted to really debug, we could go check our allowance, but I think it's going to work. Let's go up and see if we can set the purpose and just see what happens here. Oh wait, but the money's going to go to you, right? Who's the owner of the contract? Oh no, the owner is the deployer, right? That random deployer. So they're going to get the money for now, but that's fine. It's like 10 of your tokens.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's think. What message should I set? I don't know.
Oh, so you're wondering about what purpose you should set?
Yeah.
I'm wondering about where the money should go. Loogies, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. It's Loogie day. Whoops. Oh no.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, that might have been that. Okay, that was the old approve. That was some callback coming from the approve that we did. And when we when we sped it up, there were like 2 transactions and it didn't know how to handle it or something. But here we go. Yeah. Let's see. We set the purpose. We're going to pay a little DHAI.
Let's see if this works.
Yep.
Through.
What's it setting the gas at? Maybe the front end isn't setting the gas correctly as we make gas prices too. Oh no, it's dynamically setting it.
Yeah,
it's just setting it low.
Yeah, for some reason.
Maybe there's a big spike. Throw that even like 401 or something. Yeah, it'll go. I didn't realize gas was so it's still cheap. Like it's very cheap, right? We're paying a fraction of a cent in gas, but I didn't realize that the GUI, the amount is so high. So there is like basically competition. There's a lot of other people making transactions on Polygon. So you're competing for that block space. Even though you're competing with pennies. Yeah, just speed it up to like 500, man. It's like half a penny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, something happened.
It did? No,
I think that's the old one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, this should, I got a feeling, man. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna go.
It's not
There it
Yeah.
goes. Okay. And then we might have to hit reload if the purpose doesn't automatically. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
there
It's
it
set.
is.
Okay. And so we
Loogies.
should check let's check the balance of the token on the owner, right? If you copy that owner's address, notice how no, that's the contract address. Remember, it goes straight through to the owner. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Notice how Scaffold ETH has a nice little copy button next to every
Yeah.
address. Yeah,
Right.
that's where those nice components come in. Please have 10.
There it
He
is.
does.
Yeah.
We did. Okay, so
That's so
we got to
nice.
checkpoint 4 at the half an hour point. But basically, we've built an app on Polygon. Oh, let's deploy the app. Okay, let's build. We have time to build a little front end. We could make it look a little nicer so they don't have to do like this nonsense with debugging. Okay, so what are we going to need to do? We're going to need to have them hit approve, right? So we're going to need, they're going to type a message, then they're going to type approve, and then, they're going to type a message, then they're going to hit approve, and then they're going to hit send or something like that, right? And the approve will go to the token contract, and the send will go to this contract. And okay, so basically that's what we need for, if you go to example UI, it's like, going to have us like halfway there because it keeps track of a purpose and lets us set the purpose. So we could use this text box, but we'll use it for setting it is the purpose even. Basically, all we need is an approve button before that set purpose button, right? So if we go back to the React code, and we go to views and then example UI, there it is. So you can see on line 19, we're keeping track of a purpose in the state. And then when we hit the button on line 36, it like sets the purpose to that. Line 41 is kind of the magic line where it actually happens. Everything else is the callback. There's a lot of code there, but the line 41 is where it really happens. All that other stuff is just that happens in the callback after the transaction goes. But let's copy and paste that button. So let's grab the button starting at line like 36 and go, I don't know, all the way down there. Yeah, there we go. And then paste one above it, right? And let's make it approve. And so it will call write contracts dot it's your token DHI, and I think it's all caps, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it is all caps. Yeah. Dot approve. Okay, and then this is the tricky part. So it would be write contracts dot your contract dot address, right? Is who we're approving. Oh, actually, we should do read contracts, right? Just to do that correctly. Like, we're not actually reading from the contract, but since it's doing a read, we should. Yep. And then your contract dot lowercase address. Yep. Comma 10. Ooh, we need utils parse ether, right? So it'd be ethers dot utils dot parse ether and then 10 in quotes. Yeah. Right. We might need to import ethers. It's there, right?
Yeah, I just
it's in utils. Okay, I got it. Nice. Okay, so that should do the approval, and then it does some weird callback. Let's just even test if that works, right? So yeah, so just hit approve and let's see what happens. Here we go. Just it's mainnet transaction testing. It's going to cost us a whole 3 cents to find out. Now let's go check the allowance, right? We could go debug the actually, should we just try to set the purpose and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going to happen here? No, there's no value that we need to send. It'll just work. Yeah. So try setting the purpose and let's see what happened. Basically, the UI is written for us. That's crazy. Yeah. There we go.
And send.
Oh man, we're gonna have the whole UI written in another 5 minutes. What are we gonna do with the next 20 minutes? We already got it done.
There it is.
Yeah,
it works.
Okay. Did it work? Okay, so let's go back to debug contracts and see. Yep, it did work. That's awesome. And let's go see now. The owner should have 20 tokens, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. So yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so basically at this point we would want to deploy our app. So we'd want to kind of clean out some other things. So if we scroll up, kind of like all these tabs and junk are a little weird, right? And that header in the top left, we kind of want to name this some project, right? Like what we're just sending a string, right? I don't know what you want to call it, but so let's edit that. So it's in components and then header, I think is what it's called. If you go to source, it's in the front end. Yep, right there. There's your page title. Right now it's titled a Scaffold ETH with some subtitle. What are we calling this? What is this?
I don't know.
We gotta, yeah,
Dhai banner. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's
That's
perfect.
a very straightforward name.
Yeah. If you want to name it, how about, so have you heard the movie Die Hard? It's kind of like an
Yeah,
American, yeah. How about
yeah,
Die Hard? Like
yeah. Let's do
DHAIRH.
it.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's do it.
Okay. That's all right. And so in the subtitle, it would be pay die token to update a message or something like that. A message on our app, something like that.
Yeah,
In
I
the
guess
blockchain. I love how it's trying to complete it. I want
on the
I want
blockchain.
GPT-3 in all of my stuff. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So if we save that, now our app looks a little nicer. It has a nice header. But what we need to do is get rid of those ugly tabs. We really don't need all these tabs anymore. So
Yeah.
let me show you. Yeah. So you can go to the, it'll be right in the app.jsx. And this is a little big, but it's like, yeah, right in here. There we go. Probably just, I would just trash the whole menu, honestly. And I would leave, let's see, we're going to want the example UI to be the main UI that gets displayed. Let's go ahead and just delete the whole menu. Like I'll show you in a second how we're going to make it work, but yeah, just delete that and go ahead and hit save. And really it's probably going to, let's go see what the front end looks like. Yeah, it's going to look like this on debug. So see how in your URL you have /debug. So we can always still go to your app /debug and get these nice contracts, right? But if you go to the path, like just delete the debug and go to the main path, it's probably going to be that page. Okay, so we need to change it. So that's the example UI. So if we go, yep, exactly, delete that home stuff and then go take the stuff that's in the example UI, yep, and put that in there. Yep, you got it. You're a good coder, man. I don't even need it. Like usually I'm doing a lot
I've
more
done this
backseat
so
driving.
much. Like for moonshot, I used to do this all the time.
Okay, and now we can clean up that example UI too. There's a bunch of junk there, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, let's go to the example UI. Let's take out like example UI, like, yeah, like just clean up like all that stuff, right? Everything below our buttons we can just delete, I think. Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless you wanted events, you might be able to listen to the events and have them listed here. So everybody who sets the message could show up on the page. Maybe that, yeah, see, there is an event listener there. Are we triggering an event when someone sets the purpose? We'd have to look back at our contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we leave the events there. I bet they're being read in. It'd be nice to see.
Events,
yeah, I would leave those there.
Yeah. I guess let's remove the rest.
Yeah. All right, let's see how it looks. And yeah, a bunch of stuff there up to the buttons. Man, you're going faster than I can even see. I'm riding in the back seat now. I'm just like drinking a beer in the back seat, just hoping it goes well. Not actually drinking a beer. It's water. It's 11 in the morning here.
I guess this should be fine. I probably deleted and that should work.
Awesome. Okay. And you don't really need your balance or your ENS or your, yeah, I would keep going. I'd go all the way up to like line 94 there and trash all that. Yep. Let's see how that looks. There we go. And okay, so but the events aren't working, right? Something's wrong with the events. I'm not sure, like when we set the purpose, it should have triggered an event. Let's troubleshoot that while we're here just to see. So let's see what that, let's go back to our code there and see where those events are getting populated and see if there's something. Start block is 1, event name is set purpose. So it's, dang. Okay, so we need to get into that component. Yeah, this component has been updated by Build Guild builders, and they did some interesting stuff in here where, yeah, so the component is just a component that's like a component wrapper around the hook, but the hook is there. Yeah, so can we console log those events just to see if they're coming in at all?
Yeah.
Oh, you're using a use effect? That's a fancy way to console log. Oh yeah, every time it changed, I would just do a console log right in the render. So nice. What a thoughtful programmer.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to deal with all of my, oh yeah, no, there's an object there, right? Was that it? It's empty. Yeah. But yeah, let it roll for a little bit and see if.
Nope. I don't think it's, let's see. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
showing
I think
up.
there's something weird with okay, let's look at that code a little bit. Let's see if we can figure this out. So it's basically that use event listener is not working. Contracts are going in, contract name. Ooh, yeah, no, it's your contract. So that should be, and local provider. That should work.
Yeah, that should.
Okay, let's let's do something real quick. Let's flip the app back to localhost and see if events are working on localhost. See if this is like a network thing or see if it's a scaffold ETH thing. I think we can leave everything exactly how it is. Just in your app.jsx at the very top, there's a switch where we've switched it to Polygon. If we switch it back to, yeah, right there. If we switch it back to localhost and then just open up our app.
But I don't think that would work because my token is not deployed locally.
It's gonna, so what it does is it uses, if you hit reload, it uses just to make sure we're talking locally. Yeah, so it's on localhost. And yeah, you could even switch your wallet. It's gonna use the previous deployment, but the new front end. So basically we're on that first contract we deployed locally. We're not on the newest contract. And go ahead and log out. You can just use your burner wallet over on the, yeah, instead of using MetaMask on localhost, just like skip all that stuff. Yeah, it's not looking like they're here either. Try, would we approve? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe hit approve. I have no idea if that works. And then hit set purpose. No, yeah, I see that's not going to work locally.
Because the contract is not there.
But there should be events here. Like you've already set, oh no, maybe we haven't set the purpose. Try just putting test and hitting set purpose. I can't remember. It might be on the old contract with the same events. All right, let's see if an event shows up here or not. Yes, see.
It does.
Yeah, so there's something wrong with how we're parsing events from Polygon then, right? This is a network thing, not a localhost thing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know what that would be. So we probably won't have events, but let's see. Where's our app? Let's switch our app back to Polygon, right? Yep. And let's go ahead and just take out the events. Something's weird about it. Like, I wish we could have events in here, but we're just like quickly prototyping something to production. Something's weird with those events. Okay, now we need to, let's see how that looks. Everything's on Polygon. You can connect. It has a nice network switcher that detects what network you're on, thanks to Scaffold ETH. So every app you build just has that out of the box. Chill. All right, should we try setting the purpose one more time just to make sure this works on localhost? And then it's time to deploy this thing to production, like the front end app. Obviously, like someone could just use Etherscan and they could just set it with Etherscan, but we want to give them a nice app where you can just get in and use our app. There we go. That was nice, right? That went right through, and we should see hopefully the purpose updates. Come on, purpose. Oh, was that just the approve?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just the approve. And it should. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. And it updates. Okay. This baby's ready for production, right? We need to deploy our app. So what we need to do is start the app building. You'll go to your, and it's just a yarn build. And that will set up our static app, right? It'll take all of our React. It'll take all of our artifacts like the address and the ABIs. It'll roll all that stuff into a nice compressed thing. And then we can put that out on IPFS. We could share the code, but we'll probably just throw it on Surge as DhaiHard.surge.sh because that's the easiest to do with Scaffold ETH, but you can put it in
That's a nice domain. That's nice
right. DhaiHard.surge.sh. I'm going to go set the purpose on DhaiHard.surge.sh when we get this deployed.
Probably not a good idea to share this domain with people because you can set the
because Surge will fall over. Is that why? Oh no, because people will grief you, right? You're worried that people will. They have to have your token. They have to hit approve. Like,
right.
It's only your true followers.
About that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the token. So that's nice. That's a safe part.
Right. Okay, so this will take a little bit to build. Maybe let's go look at our contract one more time, just because we do have like a little bit of time left. So one thing we could do is have a price, and we could have it get more expensive over time. And that, or more expensive each time someone sets the price, right? And that would add like a really nice kind of cool additional thing to this. The problem is we'll have to make a full update to everything, right? If we change the price and we have a new price function in our smart contract, then the front end's going to need to know what the price is, and it's going to need to approve for the correct amount. So we've kind of hard coded a lot of stuff, but we do have like 15, 14, 13, 10 minutes left. Like, I think we could do it. So I would say let's add on like right where you are there on line 16, let's add a new unit 256. Let's make it public and let's call it price. Okay, and you could even start it out at 10 ether, right? And then down on line 25, you have to make sure the transfer from is of price, right? Instead of 10 ether, it'll be price there. And then on the next line, let's do price equals price times 101 divided by 100, right? And that will be, okay, and I would put there we go. That's what we needed. I don't know if it auto-formatted it or you did that, but just having that parenthesis around the 101 just gives us like a good, obvious order of operations. So now we just like made a different mechanism, right? We, instead of anybody getting to pay 10 DAI to set the purpose, now if you want to get in here and you set it, every time someone sets it, it's going to go up by 1%. And so pretty soon it's going to be very expensive to set the purpose. And we just change it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and compile and deploy that to production, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Of course. Straight to production.
-- network Polygon. Fantastic.
That's actually so powerful.
Right.
Like you can just add a price curve with 2 lines of code.
Right. That's I mean, that's one of the superpowers of Ethereum is you're creating new financial mechanisms by writing 1 or 2 lines of code, right? A whole price curve with just like 1 line of code is crazy. Because like normally that would take like, it's the fact that it's a discrete operation, right? If it was a price curve where you're buying it, like a bonding curve where you have to like buy and like put in money in and get money out, it has to do like calculus to figure out how much you get when you pull out an amount. But when it's a discrete amount, even like an NFT mint, right? If you wanted to have a price curve on an NFT mint, you're minting discrete NFTs with each one. So it's like really easy. You just do this cool like 1 line thing. Okay, we're deploying a contract to production. So we're going to need to make another change in our front end too. Even though our front end app is probably by now just now finishing building, we're going to need to change our front end. We're not ready to go to production because we've added a new kind of price to the contract. Oh man,
this is taking long.
we let's just turn it up, man. It is just like pennies, right? So you can hit actually you may even be able to hit Control-C and then up enter. And I think hard hat deploy will say that we'll like notice that there's another transaction. Let's just try it. Just go ahead and hit Control-C and then hit up and enter. There you go. And it should detect that there's, and increase gas. Look at that. You just have to hit enter.
Nice.
And it's going to increase the gas. Yeah, that's all
super
Wigglewog.
Nice.
Yeah. That's hard hat deploy from Wigglewog. Wow. So the way this gets you, so I love this package because of this stuff and because of how those assets were stored in the external thing. We can just kind of get in there, but I don't like how it caches localhost. If you do a yarn deploy locally and then you don't change anything in your contract and you just want a fresh contract, you have to do yarn deploy -- reset. And I hate that on localhost. I wish it would just give me a new one every time. So, good and bad. I think we need to like turn it up some more. There's a big spike happening on Polygon or something. We got a contract to deploy.
Man, what's
keep increasing? Gas. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a new price function. So we're going to need our front end to start reading the price. So we could get out ahead of that. We can wait for this contract to deploy. And while we're waiting, we could go to our example UI and start pulling in the price. So let's see. So if you scroll up, what we need is a contract reader. So we could get, okay, so when you push the button, we could go check the price and we could put it in, but really we're going to want to display it for the user. So the user knows how many DAI tokens it's going to cost them. So what we need to do is if you scroll up, there's a hook called use contract reader. Okay, we can go steal it out of the app.jsx. Actually, we should probably just put it in the app.jsx. So if you go
Yeah,
to,
I think we can just import it like this.
oh, there we go. Yep. Nice.
Read contracts, and then it should be your contract
Yep.
and price.
Yep. And there's no other variable. Nice. Wow. That's faster than I would do it. Way to go, dude. So we'll have some, it's just some variable. So we'll have some const price equal to that. There we go. And then let's console log the price for now, but really it's going to be like a big number and we're going to need to format it. But let's just see if this works first.
Price.
Oh, it's so, oh yeah, because it was bringing in the ETH price. Yeah, that's kind of.
It's undefined.
Because the contract's probably still not deployed. We're still waiting probably for that contract to go. Oh man.
Should I increase this again?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Maybe it's not increasing by very much. Like maybe we need to just get in and like cancel it and like hard code like a much higher amount.
Yeah.
Let's continue waiting just for a second. And while we're continue waiting, I feel like, oh wait, will it let us increase it again? Maybe just increase it again. I don't know. Oof. Insufficient funds. Okay. So we need to probably fund that deployer with a little bit more Matic.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where I like that you're finding your transaction history to figure out the address. You are a native ETH user. You are good at this.
Yes, let's send 3 more.
There we go.
Confirm. Hopefully this goes through.
Yep. We got 7 minutes left. Let's see if we can get this done. Because the whole app takes 5 minutes to build. So we need to get the app, we need to get the artifacts into the app so we can get the static app getting deployed. Okay, yarn deploy. Let's get this. Let's get that thing deployed.
Yeah, yarn deploy. It's still waiting.
And try the increase.
Transaction submitted. Nice.
Okay. No, it looks like the contract is out there. Okay, so now, let's just use our /debug, right? Oh wait, I think the purpose changed behind us here.
Yeah.
Okay, and price is big number. Haha, we got a big number. Okay, dope. Nice. So what we need to do is display the price in the front end so the user knows what it is. So if you go, back to the code, if we were to just like throw price in here, it's not going to work, right? Because it's a big number. So right after price, I would do right after that H4 on line 29, I'd do like an H3 or something like that and say price. Oh no, it needs to be smaller, right? Like an H5. Yeah,
I guess anything.
Yeah, sure. We're front-end designers. And then you'll do and you'll do a price and then like an and then and then price dot let's see. I think it needs to be format ether. I think you need utils, format ether and then price. And it's a capital E. Yep. I think that's it. Without the toString. Let's see what happens. Nice. There we go. Okay, then we need to put DHI with a $sign after it. Yes. Okay.
There we go.
This is gonna work because we're so short of time. Let's not even test it. We need to go to the console and start the yarn build. The yarn build is gonna take a long time.
I think we need to update the allowance.
Yes, you're right. The approve, you're right. That right there needs to be price. Nope, you can take out the utils and parse ether and everything and just put price on line 45. Yep. Right there. And there's a chance that it could change on us. Like if you were building a production app, when someone pushes the button, you need to go get the price and actually set that. But in this case, we're just going to have it tracked in our state. We're going to throw it in here. It'll work. So so we need a yarn build here. We need to get that started because that'll take like 3 minutes. Then once we have that built, then you can do a yarn surge and we could put this on DhaiHard.surge.sh. and then I could go test it. But we can go, now that this is running, we can go tinker with the localhost version and maybe do a test run to make sure everything else works.
Sure.
Just to know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you were building a production app, you'd want to check your allowance and only show the set purpose if there's an allowance, and hide the set purpose if there's not an allowance. And if there is an allowance, you would hide the approve button. So you kind of have those two buttons in kind of a toggle state depending on what the allowance is. But ain't nobody got time for that right now. We're going to production.
Straight to production.
Great. There we go. All right. And now we should see the price go up, right? And we should see the first purpose get set to LFG. Yes, now it costs 10.1 Dai to make the next one, right? Should we do a second one and make sure it charges us the 10.1? We'll do that in production. We'll do that in production. Let's see. Is that app built yet? Build. Nope. Build.
So slow.
Build. That's what we're waiting on, is just like the static deployment of the website. It's funny, in Web3 when you're building, yes, there it is. Now do a yarn surge. In Web3, when you're building, you spend 10% of the time on the really cool smart contract, and 80% of the time on the front end, and 9% of the time waiting for Infura or something. Like, there we go. DhaiHard.search.sh. Oh, it's going. It's going. Oh man,
I am so excited for this.
we got it quickly. We worked through it quickly.
Yeah. This is
okay.
Nice.
Okay, I'm still in the screen share. Here we go. I've got your app that you built here, right? Here it is. And let's see, I'm going to say speedrunethereum.com, exclamation points. And I'll connect my wallet. And I'll switch it over to Polygon. And this is really weird. It's going to log me out. Like, Scaffold just does this to me and I don't know. And I lost everything. Oh man. Okay, there's a few things that you'd want to change to make this production app go to production, right? But now I think we're ready. Speedrunethereum.com. Approve. Here we go. I have some dyed, right? I think I have some.
Yeah, you have
it'd
a
be
lot
nice.
of dye.
It'd be nice to show that here too, like how much dye the person has. Like, that would be a nice little UX thing. And let's see if I can pay the dye to set the purpose. I mean, that the approve would have failed, I think, if I didn't have the dye. So
yeah, you have a lot of dye.
That's scary.
You have thousands of dye.
Okay, it says it's going to cost me $100, but I think it's applying like Ethereum rates.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only way to fix that would be to change. Oh, maybe you can change your dollar amount in MetaMask. Purpose. There it is, speedrunethereum.com. And I paid, and the price went up. We did it in 11:59. We did it in 1 hour.
Yeah, man. This is so cool. This is so cool.
Awesome work, dude. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for like building this. I think we should definitely share this with other folks. This was a fun session.
Yeah, this is amazing. Scaffold ETH. I love Scaffold ETH. I'm always shilling for Scaffold ETH, by the way. Like, to any new people I meet.
This is the best shill though. Like, seeing someone actually, like, you can say go use Scaffold ETH a million times, but someone sees you build something in 45 minutes and they get it. Like, there were some intricate things that we did there that like took some Scaffold ETH knowledge of like where things are and what we had to tweak in some config files. But you can learn that by going to Speedrun Ethereum and going through the curriculum, and you'll be deploying 45-minute apps just like we did.
Yeah.
All right. Dhaiwat, thank you very much, man. That was a lot of fun. That was awesome. Thanks for being here. See you.
Thanks. See you.